One outlier, though, would be any concern concerning one Cormani McClain.
So yeah, this came down the timeline at 9:46 in the morning. Cormani's mother tweeted that he would not be signing today. Apologies for the inconvenience. And of course, a measure of panic ensues because, he's the number 2 player in America. He's the best defensive prospect in America. He's a, 6'2.5", 6'3" corner at 185 pounds, with a very long wingspan. So, you're looking at like, a shutdown corner is really what Cormani McClain is. He was a wide receiver. He was going to be a star wide receiver. They had injuries on defense, and he flipped the defense his sophomore year. And that's the exact same story that happened with Tracy Howard back in the day in 2009 at Miramar High School. Now, both players led their teams eventually to state championships. Tracy is a sophomore, and Cormani is a senior at Lakeland. But it's the exact same thing. Tracy Howard was a 5-star recruit. Literally got my start in blogging talking about him because every week I would have a game recap, and one of the middle, I think it was like the 3rd bullet point every week was Tracy Howard makes big plays, and I would just detail whatever he did to make something happen. In every single game, you could do that about Cormani McClain. He had 9 interceptions as a sophomore, 10 or 11 as a junior, fewer this year because teams finally said, we're not going to throw it over by him. He was at a different school, but why? Because he has the incredible ball skills of a receiver and way more length than Tracy Howard, 2.5, 3 inches taller and way longer arms, right? So why would we even do that? So yeah, everybody in America wants him. It was a shock when he committed to Miami. Again, everybody thought it was going to be Florida. He committed so fast that at first all of the people there thought he was joking. And then your newly crowned director of scouting at 247, my buddy Andrew Ivins, actually said, hey, can you run back and do that again? Because our cameras weren't even ready. Because he didn't even show up. He didn't want no preamble. He was like, yo, what's up? Hey, I'm going to the U. Boom, put the hat on. Everybody was like, whoa, right? But again, that's a major recruiting win. So you think a little bit, okay, hey, maybe something's afoot, right? And we've seen things happen. Travis Hunter going to Jackson State last year to go play for Prime. Of course, Prime wants to hop in the Instagram comments after, I think it was 247 posted that Cormani was not signing today, with his one of his taglines, because he has multiple, because, branding, said, I'm not hard to reach. Insinuating like, oh, if you have doubts or whatever, maybe putting it out there like, hey, maybe Prime's talking to him and things like that. From everything that I've seen, read, and heard, I'm not worried. I'm not even. I said I was concerned until like I read a couple of things. I'm not concerned. I'm on alert. I guess I'm tuned in. We'll call it. But yeah, there's multiple people saying, people who would know, Gabrielle, State of the U, Marcus Benjamin from the New Rivals website, to give you a couple of names to put faces with, what I'm saying. But, multiple people are saying, hey, they're not concerned. Miami has dictated or stated that they're not concerned. And from those people and others, sounds like it's a video production timeline error. So whoever's project managing that project did not deliver the deliverable on time. So I believe that with a grain of salt, because this is the wonderful world of recruiting. So is it that? Could be. And I don't have any reason to believe that it's not until I do. But also, people saying, hey, that's not good. Okay, if it's not good, fine. Gio, Gio says Cormani is signing tomorrow with Miami. Great. And if that happens, I'm with it. I'm of that mind. And you add Gio to the list, so that now that's 3 people other than myself who full-time cover recruiting who have stated these things. Mario Cristobal was asked about it by David Wilson of the Miami Herald at his presser today. Obviously, in a generality, because you cannot name players unless they've signed with your school. So Cristobal said, hey, we feel good. We have 25 guys signed, and, we are very confident on everybody who we believe was committed to this program and was supposed to sign is going to sign. And that's what Chris Paul said. So you add in the head coach with multiple other people as well. That being said, recruiting is is a fickle mistress, that could be the case right now, and something could happen between now and end of business Friday where Cormani doesn't sign with Miami and sign somewhere else. And I only say that because that's real and that is possible, right? And if you want an example, Jaleel Skinner was supposed to sign with Alabama last year, and they waited until Friday for his hold on. So they were waiting on Friday for his NLI, and they were expecting his NLI. It was not like, no, he's committed to Alabama. We're expecting him to sign. And then he signed with Miami on the Friday last year of the early signing period. So that's a direct Miami example of something happening. Now, obviously, Miami was the beneficiary in this, but yeah. Go back to that last one for me.
What about you being mentioned?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was a joke or not.
Well, honestly, I don't know, because the sound was so atrocious that it would start and it would stop and it would robot when it was going. And it was so bad that they actually killed the live feed. And I had it on my YouTube, on my computer, and the Twitter on my phone, the Twitter video. And they killed both feeds. They were like, we can't even do this because you can't. The audio presentation was terrible. Terrible. You could see Coach, and he's looking at people, and he's gesticulating, and he's going through, and he's talking about answering these direct questions about the players and how they fit, and and you couldn't hear any of it. So I said that he kept saying my name. I mean, if he's talking about Cam Kinchins, like we have the same name spelled different.
Yeah, that's why I moved on from it. I thought maybe
I don't know. I don't. About, if it was, first of all, that's a great compliment. Because he gets the show and he reads the website. But like I don't really have an answer for that. I'm so sorry. I wish that if this were, and I don't believe that it is. I think it might be a Cam misnomer kind of a thing. But it would have been really cool to see that if that were. But I don't believe it was.